What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion joining in on the main card here of ACA 190. And it looks like it's just been an ass kicking over here by Alimardan on Gasanov. Gasanov 18-5 as a pro, 3-2 in his last 5. I see already the mat is painted red with blood from earlier on in the prelims, and Abdykaarov right now with the beautiful striking and just taking down Gasanov with ease. When is Horizon fighting? End of September. I hate you, Shotanzin. Yo, sipping on that syrup. I'm Canadian. Manly, let's fucking go. I know the 2 minutes turned to 5 minutes. I was trying to tell my boy Shane that this wasn't a fake Russian link and this is like the actual promotion, but alas, too Russian for him. All right, 14 seconds left in this second. We'll dive into the third here. For those who've been watching ACA, how has the card been today? We'll share some of the highlights from Kaposa between rounds, but Aliakbari got a win, I see. See a couple split decisions, doctor stoppages, a couple knockouts early on the card. I love that Vincent Vargas won. We got one Peruvian fighter winning. Next, we got Enrique Barzola on the card. Hopefully he should win. The I hate you one killed me today, just immediately to hatred upon jumping in the stream. Who do you got? Oh man, I'm gonna say I'm biased. I'm biased when I say Barzola. Okay, I didn't realize how much of a favorite he was. He's a stupid big favorite in this one because Marat's 50 years old. Okay, yeah. Barzola's gonna win, bro. I don't care how much Russian gas Balaev is on. He might be able to get some takedowns in the first round, but El Fuerte is good at getting back up to his feet, and he's the way better striker. I know he's 36, but he's still got that dog in him. It was good. It was good. You're a smart guy. Yup, I agree. Pompet should have won that fight. He won all 3 rounds, bro. He won all 3 rounds. Off to the gym. Why is everyone just like, okay, I'm a brown fucking piece of shit. I get it, dude. I get it. Why is fucking Kenny in the first stream? If I'm not white enough for you guys, I'm sorry. But like, I don't know what I'm gonna tell you. I ain't going Michael Jackson. I'm not that crazy. Off to the gym, have a good one. I understand my skin color can trigger you guys. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. This is the second streamer right off the bat is pissing people off. Hold on, when did Brazil go to ACA? I'm sorry that I'm brown, ladies and gentlemen. There's plenty of other channels with white content creators that are probably better than me. Go check them out. Gasanov is winning, in my opinion. And Barzola went to ACA, I believe, after Bellator. Okay, no. He fought, that's right. He fought Tyler Diamond. In, that was his last PFL fight. He lost to Kizriev. He lost to Boric. That was in 2024. Yeah, okay, so he fought 3 times in 2024. And then, yeah, came over to ACA this year, fought at 187, ACA 187. Beat a 10-2 guy via guillotine. That's right. I'll try to find the highlights. I would have never known you're brown if you didn't say so. I think Marat will get this one done. You're going to watch CGI too? It depends what time it's on. I mean, I watched the first one, but I didn't stream it live. I think there was something else that was going on while it was live. But I will probably watch it. I mean, I love that they brought Renato Larange back for some content, because that Gabby Garcia sit down, I still watch that to this day. I think Marat will get this one done. 4:23. I mean, I haven't watched him fight recently, but at 50 years of age, against Barzola, who's still got a lot of gas left in the tank, I think Barzola will get it. CGI was great. The first one was good. I did, like I said, I didn't watch it live or stream it live because there must have been UFC or something on, but I think main card minute did. I think the Muay Thai judges in one championship have a completely different criteria than what the broadcast tell us the criteria is. 1 minute and 58 seconds. Walking forward, Karginov. But honestly, he's being outstruck, outgrappled. Still going to break in your house, so yes. Yes, 100% yes. 135. I don't know. I just ignore him, to be honest. They're definitely dumb as fuck. I am still operating under the assumption that Kenny actually likes me in this channel and that he takes it pretty close to the line. And then when he sees that, like, I'm actually pissed off, he, like, kind of just reels back. Where I feel like with the other content creators, he, like, that's when he's, like, cocks the gun and keeps going, you know? 54 seconds. Overhand left by Karginov. Karginov swinging to miss and a takedown by Abdykaarov. I got Abdykaarov winning all 3 rounds. I know we started halfway through, but I got him winning all 3 rounds. Thailand's the new Las Vegas? Yeah. What's up, Hog from Home? Hog from Home's favorite promotion, ACA. Controlling the body right now is Abdykaarov. Abdykaarov, 30 seconds left. Karginov back up to his feet. Can Abdykaarov get one more takedown? Oh, knee by Karginov and a right hand by Abdykaarov. 15 seconds left. What a scrap here. What a scrap. Each of them wearing some damage, but Abdykaarov getting the better of him. If Hogman might know where to go, would you still let her break in your house? No. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. I know we started this one only like 1 round in. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're pretty sure that he respects you, but then again, I thought he was Dougie's #1 fan, so you can never go far until it was true. Like there's one day where he could just be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck this shit. But I feel like banning him would do more harm than good because he would just go on a tirade in everyone's stream and go full email Mailson. Which, like, I don't even know much about that dude. He was just trolling and spamming shit, and yeah. And there's a certain guest on that I know he was taking the comments in a certain way, and I was like, you know what? This guy doesn't watch mixed martial arts. We don't need him here. And he's hated me ever since. Poor guy. Drugs are a crazy thing. Which if I know where to go, he wouldn't give me. After all of the times you threatened to break into my house, I would never let you in my house. I'll give him home. The fight is over. We're waiting the official decision. And like I said, I think Abdykaarov won this one. I think he won all 3 rounds. At minimum, round 2 or 3. At one point, Hockey from Home, maybe, but the amount of times you've, in a joking manner or not, threatened to break into my house, yeah, no. Email Frozen pushes the envelope, then gets mad when you shred it. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Like, the guy doesn't even watch mixed martial arts, so I could care less. If he wants to troll channels, I mean, he's got some great lines. What was the best line? He said, Hank the Tank has AIDS and City Life gave it to him. And I said, you know what? Good fucking line, dude. I still have no interest in conversing with you because you don't watch fights. And our community watches fights. Oh, what? They just gave it to Karginov. I don't know about that, guys. Chat. Let me know what you think about that decision. I thought for sure Abdykaarov won rounds 2 and 3. First round, I was like jumping into the stream, but honestly, I thought he did better in the first round too, even though that was a lot closer. Questionable. Hank says not. Yeah, but Nelson and Idaho are friends. Email definitely good bars, but he's a bit of a weirdo. I don't know about Hank the Tank level, but close. Yeah, I don't know. If Nelson actually watched MMA, maybe he'd fit in the community, but he is on YouTube to troll, and he does a pretty good job at it. So props to him. Props to him. Karginov won. Karginov won. I don't agree with the decision. I think the only round he could have won was the first round. I am hoping to go in the new year, but I just had to put fucking like $3,000 into my car. So that dug into the Japanese fund. But I'm hoping to go in the new year. I was hoping to go in January. Probably going to be pushed to February, March. I am going to try to break into Isha's home next. Been practicing in the gym on the pull-up bar, so I climb into the window with hockey real easily. Like, Hank. Oh shit. Okay, well, MMA YouTube. What did I say? He's been banned from the channel for years. Like, it's just whenever we're in the same live chat on a different channel, it's just like, yo, fuck City Life. Oh, and I was like, keep it coming. We're coming for you. Good to see you, Hank Hill. Good to see you. But yeah, that's fucked up. So yeah. Dude, the inlet pipe, the water pump, every fluid line, the timing belt, the water pump fan, and well, spark plugs are like $40, but like, and spark plugs, and I changed the 2 rear tires and calipers and all that shit. I did about $600 worth of the work myself, but I changed the water pump. But other than that, everything else I couldn't do. And the freaking inlet pipe, thank you fucking tariffs. The inlet pipe costs almost 3 times as it would have cost 2 years ago. And the only fucking place that had it, the only Subaru parts warehouse that had it was in fucking Canada. So sick, charged even more coming out here. It was so fucked, dude. Yeah, I think so too. Alexander Hamilton. That I still have that. He may have deleted that video, but I will never delete that video. The reaction stream on the member stream was amazing. Yo, one of my favorite fighters from Bellator is up next, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting a little long in the tooth, but his teeth ain't as long as freaking Marat Balaev, who's 49 years of age. Depending on the car, I'd probably rather buy a new car. Cars are quite expensive in America, though, right? Yeah, it was to the point where I had to make a decision. Do I sell the ship box and buy something that's about to break down and have to put money into anyways? Like something at the same level, or just like fix the ship box, get a couple more years out of it, save for something, newer and more reliable. But yeah, I was definitely at that point where it was like, I have to make a decision, and I decided, fuck it. We'll just, we'll keep the ship box going. Because literally the engine looks brand new now. So it should go, like, if I don't drive it much, which I don't really drive much because I work from home, right? But if I do like a couple road trips and stuff, hopefully it'll last like 2 years. It's got 243,000 kilometers on it. Mike Graves is apparently randomly in AC after 5 years inactivity and dominating his fight is insane, right, K1? Let's hope Barzola should do the same. Barzola Barzola looking like he's in Russia now, on the Russian gas, baby. On the Russian gas. Absolutely love it. Big shout out to everyone in the live chat right now. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us for one championship. That was a fun stream. We had literally all of Myanmar in there. I think most of them were swearing at me. Their boy Thon Zin got knocked out or got TKO'd. It was brutal. He got dropped 3 times in the first round. Myanmar, good morning, MMA Events Vlog. None. Canada. The 51st state. Bro, it's Chris. I know, like, you think it's like way less fucking, I don't know, political here. It's fucking crazy here right now, dude. So, like, it's very chill in Minnesota compared to other places, but, like, I know people who are being detained right now who are full-on blood American, who've been born here and shit. Like, shit is fucking nuts right now, dude. So I know you hold it on a high pedestal, and I do too. Clearly, why I'm still here and didn't just bitch out of this place. I ain't no bitch, but like, I wouldn't leave this state right now. Hell, I'm not leaving my house these days. I canceled I ain't going to the state fair, dude. How I look, I ain't going to the state fair. They think I'm Mexican. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I ain't staying in no detention center. So, nowhere other than Minnesota, especially with how shit's going right now. I hope to be able to buy a place here and stay here long term, but I really, who the fuck knows at this point? Who the fuck knows? I'm scared to leave my house these days, brother. Well, I don't know. Barzola's fighting here now. Ervan Pereira coming in a short notice and beating a 13-0 Russian. That has a win over Oral by Brazilians are starting to do better. SoCal's probably the worst. Minnesota's not that bad, but like it's starting. It ain't no DC, I'll tell you that much. Even gets all his food delivered to his home, Uber Eats. Yeah, Cali's been, but nothing like that level, and it's never gonna be that level because fucking little Midwest, Minnesota, St. Paul, too quiet, not a prime target, but like, but yeah, I've been living here for 3 years. This is the craziest it's been so far. And look, when I left Canada, it was pretty fucking crazy too. Don't get me wrong. Everywhere's fucked. But at least we got fights. 50-year-old man is about to fight. How is this being allowed? Russia. The fight hasn't started yet. Yeah, choose free schedule the parts right now. Wish you well, brother. Appreciate you, man. I think, like, I joke a little bit about it because, like, you have to joke about it. I also found it for myself when I worked for Bobby in Boston. Yeah, but you're white, so you're fine. My dad told me to go home because of an aching back. Oh, I hope, or your boss told me to go home because, why did I say dad? Your boss told you to go home because of your aching back. You can watch it on the ACA website right now. Here, I'll give you the stream. Both fighters are in the cage. We'll do a quick little rundown here. So it is free on the ACA in October, November. Nice. I really want to go visit Boston too. I got a couple friends there. I want to go up to Maine. I want to try some OG lobster rolls. This dude looks like he was a soldier for Stalin. But yeah, good to see you, by the way, Alex. There's where you can watch the fight. Hey, no problem. Yeah, it's free. Every single ACA show is free on their website. So Enrique Barzola, 22-9 is a pro. He's the huge favorite in this one. Shout out to Peru. Barzola's got an iron chin and hits hard as a fucking AKA guys. Never been finished via knockout. He's been submitted only once. 12 wins via decision. 6-3-1 in the UFC, 4-2 in Bellator, 1-2 in the PFL, and 1-0 in ACA. He's going up against Balaev, who you know has got to be on the Russian gas if he's still fighting, because he's 12-4 as a pro, 49 years of age, 2-3 in his last 5 fights, which is kind of impressive. 10 decisions, ripped up ACB, has been fighting in ACA, and he fought back in May where he lost in a unanimous decision. Yeah, Barzola, baby. Locking it in. Chris is not white. He's paler than me. No problem. Bro, didn't hear the name Muslim Salikov, the king of Kung Fu. Yo, happy Friday. Shout to First Look MMA. Love the profile picture. What's up, Brian? Chimaev versus Balaev would be an interesting fight. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And looking for the takedown is Balaev. Balaev gets the takedown. Double leg on Barzola. Barzola throwing some elbows on the bottom. Hey, what's up, Tone? Good to see you. Good to see you. I mean, Muslim Salikov's 40. Balaev's 49. It's very... Those 10 years are a lot different. They weigh a lot more. So I will disagree. 42 ain't nothing compared to 49, brother. Hey, what's up, Dr. Pinar? Come shot in the first 2 rounds. DDP if it goes to decision. I just scroll up in the chat. I literally just shared it. Nice job controlling the neck is Balaev. Yes, I'm calling the fight live. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Legs caught again. Barzola trying to get back up to his feet. Yes, every single ACA card is free on their website, ladies and gentlemen. Every single time. ppv.acamma.com. .309. Great job by Balaev controlling Barzola here. Which, like I'm saying, man. Soba mask, he called it. He was saying Balaev is going to win this one. Let's see if Barzola can keep this on the feet and try to drag him into a striking match here at some point. Barzola defending the takedown. But Balaev's taking him down twice already. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Looking for a double leg here. Underhooks by Barzola. There's that AKA wrestling training. Balaev is an easy payday. I feel like that's a slap in the face to Barzola, brother. Barzola's a good fighter, man. 222. Underhooks by Barzola. Pushes Balaev away. 218. Balaev swinging a miss with the right hand. Barzola with the left jab. Barzola blocking the high kick. Overhand right by Balaev. Swinging a miss. 204. Nice left by Balaev. Barzola with the left jab. October 18th? I think I could probably swing that. How far is Hammond? Let me see how far Hammond is from me. I want to visit Indiana. 139. Left by Barzola. Barzola with the left jab again. Barzola getting his jab going here. Hey, Balaev's landing nice left hands as well. Nice right hand by Balaev. Barzola's a good fighter, but the Russian is a completely different fighter. Hey, what's up, Dorian? We just started the main card. I missed all the prelims because we were doing one Friday fights. Each of them are going tit for tat right now. $104. Left jab by Barzola. Good round by Balaev. Dude, I could swing. It's only like 6 hours away. Ham and cheese sandwich. I think Balaev in his prime 100% was, but we'll see how the second round go if he's got that cardio at this stage of his career, because Barzola's got endless. And he's got that Peruvian chin. Oh, Barzola with the right uppercut. He hurt him. Barzola with the right hook. Balaev's hurt. 22 seconds. Barzola drops him. Balaev eating uppercuts. Balaev looking for a desperation takedown. I would 100% go to Peru. They have some of the best fights and fighters on the rise right now. Oh, big knee by Barzola. And Balaev ate it. Barzola might have won the round back with that final minute. Balaev cut underneath his left eye. And that is it for the first round. Barzola did more damage and came back in the striking department. I'm going to say, based on Barzola, like, dropping Balaev and completely outstriking him in the last minute there, probably won the round back. Not on that alone. I do think Balaev, took him down, controlled him for a little bit, and actually did really good in the striking. If it wasn't for getting dropped at the end there, and just look at that left eye, it's completely fucked. I think he probably would have won that round, but Barzola made a statement there at the end. Dude, Brian Buffet, I know. Holy crap. Really good fights, a lot of finishes. Everyone who watches said it was an awesome card. And I think there were like 2 wars. Like, I think one of the women's fights went the distance and it was like crazy back and forth. Couldn't just say last minute, but Barzola looked better in the end of that round. Looked like a great first round. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily just the last minute. Like, they started to go tit for tat with the jab. But if it was just tit for tat with the jab, I would have, and that was it for Barzola. I would have given the first round to Balaev because of his control early. But yeah, my entire paycheck is in Balaev. Godspeed, my man. Godspeed. Round 2.
Let's get it all.
I mean, honestly, I would have put a little bit of money on him given how much of an underdog he was, but whole paycheck, oof. Balaev looking for the takedown here early. Barzola stuffing the takedown. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Balaev can't get the takedown. Barzola blocked the right hand. 4:30. Barzola with the left. Damn, that's good to hear. Hopefully they come back to Canada again soon then. Absolutely. I think they like going to Edmonton and Alberta. Less, it's a blessing and a curse. There's little to no fight commission in Alberta. And they do most of the fights on the Inuk Indigenous territory, which they govern it, right? So they can get away with a lot of fights, which is a blessing and a curse because boxers and MMA fighters have died fighting on shows there because of the lack of medicals. But BKFC can do shows there, same, with other combat sports leagues. Close round, Barzola coming in strong. He's about to make the old man quit. Sorry that this Unk is about to get slapped. Need to see an event live, especially if it was Big Ben. Yeah, BKFC Edmonton happened on the 9th of August. You missed it. Yes. I missed it. I think, was there like UFC or something was going on at the same time? Barzola now in the top position. There was another fight event that was going on at the same time. Did your guys' okay, my stream froze for a second there, but 3:14 Barzola, right hook, knees to the body. I wish ACA allowed superior rule set, man. Shots to the side of Balaev. Barzola almost back mount now with the ground and pound that he's doing. Double freaking shot to the side of Balaev's head. Love the new YouTube channel and profile picture, Brian. First look at me. Oh my God, big shot from Barzola. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. He's got the back take on Balaev and he's just landing big shots. Balaev tries to land an elbow behind him, but no dice. Reminder, guys, we will be streaming PFL later as well. Rare occasion when we do PFL over LFA, but we haven't done PFL for a while. Edmonton was fun. I watched it a day later though. I watched most of it. I watched all the fights the homies told me to check out, which was like 70% of them. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Still landing some ground and pound in the back position. You've heard about all the tragedies for fighting events of the native revs, sad stuff, bound to happen. Most people fighting out of shape and old as fuck. 213. Well, I even made a video on it. That I think the only one who had my back. The only one who had my back was JVD. I got murked in the comments in that video. Oh, and back up to his feet is Balaev. And drunk as fuck off Pepsi and Jack Daniels. Wiener water soup, baby. Protein. 145. Yeah, I will say JVD, my EIHL hockey brother, he's the only one who had my back. 134. BKFC New Jersey stacked. Perry versus Steven Borga versus Ferrer, October 9th. For the remaining PFL finals, I've got Wetzel, Carmouche, Gadzi, Fabian Popov, and Shoeface. I definitely have Carmouche, Gadzi. And you know what? Fabian's had a good fucking year and a half of fighting, man. Oh, Barzola back in the top position, landing hammer fist. Barzola, hammer fist here. Balaev was being warned, but he's okay. Because I spoke facts. 48 seconds. Because everyone loves Tom Aspinall, dude. For highlighting that Tom Aspinall endorses the league in which fighters are fucking dying under. Good picks agree. Yeah, Fabian looks good. Now, was the profile picture and title a little clickbaity? Perhaps, given that he wasn't the focus of the story. But having said that, how I found out about the story was there's an MMA and combat sports journalist and actually doctor in Vancouver, Eric with a K, I forget his last name, who was calling out Tom Aspinall on Twitter, being like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Any comment? Any comment? So I messaged him, hey, what happened? And he sent me the story. So I told the story on YouTube and obviously made the profile picture very much Tom Aspinall endorsing death of fighters, ? And oh boy, did people get fucking pissed. Watching a senior citizen get torched. End of the second round, and Barzola almost finished him with the ground and pound there. Let's see if Unk can survive this third one. Yeah, I'll find the video. I think I did a good job. I don't make many videos with like commentary and like music and video and like, you know, news clips and shit like that. Yo, shout out to Ido Skates. We got 15,000 views on his fucking video. Holy shit. That is awesome. I'd rather all the homies build up their channels, man. All right, round number 3 coming up. Well, I like Tommy Boy too, and it wasn't a fucking hit piece on him by any means, but it was just like, answer the question, Tom. It's literally on his website that he endorses this league. Barzola 2028 for me. Brian Battle fight is off. We've lost 3 fights in like 1 day. Oh, that's so annoying, dude. God damn it, Pooh Bear. I was very much excited for that fight too. So this is like the second time in a row that he's had some shit outside of camp or some shit in camp, whether it was an injury or just undisciplined. Again, I don't know. Hamper his weigh-in. Nice right hand by Barzola. That's UK back on top. Thoughts on clankers? I'm going to regret looking this up. The fucking... Some Star Wars shit pops up here. Is that what you're talking about? Really Battle Fight Off. I wanted to see that one. Yeah, me too. Nice job by Barzola reversing. And now Barzola taking the back of Balaev. Barzola with the left hook. And Barzola looking for the rear naked choke. Barzola, rear naked choke. He's got it. He's got it. And Balaev taps Barzola with the rear naked choke. No, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, I'm saying. Who says more no, I'm sayings? Brian Battle, Ricky Tercio, or J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys? Choked his ass. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Barzola, pure domination. Tin skins, oil drinkers, copper bloods, or just robots? Okay, so the that's what they are. Those Star Wars robots. I'd like to think that like I'm a Star Wars nerd, but with all the new lore, like I've watched the first 3 that came out more times than I can count, and episode 1, but can't say I'm really a fan of the other ones. 3-5 win streak for Barzola. Kind of felt bad watching that. Tercios is bad too. Okay, that's gonna be the poll question. I'm making that the poll question, guys. Holy dude, I when I was making my coffee, I stepped outside for a second. By the way, guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button if you haven't already. And it is hot today, man. It's like 85 degrees with the humidity. That's Fahrenheit. So 26, 27-ish Celsius. Maybe it'd be a fucking hate fuck. I never was a fan of her fighting, and I'm now annoyed that she's getting better and that I actually have to pick her to win fights. I'm stuffed. Just had lasagna, my favorite Italian restaurant. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Who says more? No, I'm saying. Tercios, Battle, J-Rock. I mean, the correct answer is J-Rock, but Brian Battle and Tercios give him a run for his money. Literally, J-Rock had so many Noam sayings that they had to write in the script for a character to tell him he was saying too many Noam sayings. That is true. That is true. Do you think Chimaev and Duplessis are stronger than Adesanya and Spider when they were in their prime? I think that Chimaev and Duplessis are more well-rounded than Adesanya, and I always thought the Spider was better than all of them. So Anderson Silva, for me, is still the greatest fighter of all time. You guys can argue against that. That's fine. I'm not here saying you guys are wrong, because clearly there's undefeated fighters. Like Demetrius Johnson, you have a case to say that he's like a better fighter overall. John Jones, obviously. Fader, sure. For me, Silva is... People are saying that, if DDP wins, he's the GOAT. I'm sorry, man. Until you have a hit list like Anderson Silva and that win streak, you may be close given that the level of competition, and I will give you that 100%. But yeah, what that guy did in the cage was like pure magic. The closest thing I've ever seen to magic. What Anderson Silva did in the cage almost made me believe in God, ladies and gentlemen. It was so mystic and unexplainable. Yeah, GSP too. Which, hey, I mean, imagine if GSP and Anderson Silva fought. Remember, there were talks that was going to be the super fight. Oh, Barzola getting into a little bit of a altercation here with his next opponent. Let's go, Barzola. Peru, baby! Peru! They got the best fucking chins in the game. Oh, it's a magic, you know. I'm back. I'm back. Nothing on... Oh, dude. God damn. God damn is all I have to say. Norma Dumont is... I will... Even if she doesn't throw a single punch, man. Even if she just runs around Chelsea Chandler style, I'm watching every second of her fight. GSP with Silva would have been legendary in a great battle of two favorite fighters of all time and two different styles of fights too. Oh. It's like out of the two potential super fights that GSP could have been in, ultimately Michael Bisping was what we settled on. Come on. Yeah, I saw that. So annoying. And it was his last fight he missed weight too, right? Very annoying. It's unfortunate because like the UFC has a star in the making with them. You know, Kevin Holland level, let's say, right? Like maybe not a champion, but someone who the fans are very interested in watching. But like these weight misses, this is not good, man. I would let Norma Dumont put me in a triangle. I would never. Oh yeah, same. I like Barzola, dude. I've liked Barzola since he was in the UFC. Ripped up Bellator. Oh, now some trash talking between the two of them. I don't recognize who his opponent's going to be, but he's a lot bigger than him. We'll say that much. You should get up in a weight class. Yeah. Maybe you should reconsider 205 again. So he worked really hard to lose the weight and get down, and maybe he just thought it was going to be, I don't want to say easy, but like same run-of-the-mill routine. But man, the older you get, the more like muscle you put on or muscle you lose. between fights, like it all affects it, right? Yo, what's up, Amberly? I can't watch the fight you're watching, but I've been listening through. Thought I'd say hi. Are you not able to watch because you don't have a link? Because I can help you, or are you busy? Because you can watch this totally for free, Amberly, on their website. Totally for free on their website. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a few fights left here. 3 to be exact as we move to the featured fight. Again, I know we're only able to cover a handful of these on the main card, but happy to be here with you guys. Thank you to everyone who joined us for the One Championship stream. And you got a little dose of grumpy Isha in the morning. And then when Tanzin lost, I mean, my whole world crumbled. SAS7D people now say we haven't had a bigger fight not happened between Tommy and Jones, but nah, GSP versus Silva. Agreed. The Terminator. Good to see you, Amberly. All right, we got Pavel Gordeev against the headhunter Bibert Tumenov. Dude, Tumenov is very good. Both of them, both of them really good careers. Crazy the fucking odds. We got boxing odds today, plus 1,200. That is insane for a 22-5 guy who's only 31 years of age, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. He's a win one, lose one, win one type of guy. 15 decisions, 6 submissions, 1 knockout. Has never been knocked out, has never been submitted, but he's lost 5 times via decision. He went undefeated, the mighty M1 Global. Shout out to M1 Global, Hank the Tank's favorite league, ladies and gentlemen. 5-3 in ACA. Beaten 11-1 guy. Lost to 27-15, but then beat a 25-16, but lost to a 13-5. Honestly, he's still fighting ACA level opponents, which have a lot of fights, may not have the best like win-loss record, but like between 2019 and 2021, he went on a good streak, and since coming over to ACA, he's beaten and lost to solid opponents. But Bibert, he's built different. He's on a 4-fight win streak right now, 14-2. He's like UFC ready, in my opinion. 10 KO TKOs, 4 decisions. He can also wrestle, but he just wants to fuck you up. Ripped up ACB before it was bought by Akhmat, and now he is 8-2 in ACA. Absolutely destroyed Raush Manfio. Good. I cannot stand this fighter. And on the same night that he hugged his opponent for 3 rounds, and then ultimately just didn't even get paid for the fight, or didn't get paid for a win for the fight because the commission made it a no contest because the guys literally refused to fight each other on that same night. 2 friends in Ryzen fought, and one kicked his face into oblivion. It was beautiful. Beat a 23-6 guy and a 15-3 guy, as well as a 15-9 Diego Brandao. Diego Brandao, I think people forget, before he came back to North America, he actually left money on the table in Russia to come back to North America to actually fight for a title because he was getting murked by some of these high-level Russian prospects. His only losses were to a 9-0 guy who is now 16-0, my goodness, and Timur Kizriev, who we know how good he is, 18-0, PFL star. Hope he's recovering. Freaking assassination attempt on him recently, which was absolutely insane. Builder by decision, I think. All these guys look the same to me. Barzola faced off with the guy he beat in ACA debut. We got the guillotine on. Oh, that's who it was. Nice. So they're going to have a rematch. Wow, that is awesome. I was so happy that Barzola got that win. I just didn't realize who it was. But him getting a guillotine, oh, beautiful. In Russia, oh. More beautiful than the Russian translator in One Championship. My God. And she is gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. I'd probably go to Vancouver for it's just like I just don't want to spend $500 minimum, like just to get in the door for UFC. I would try to get media credentials. If I couldn't get media credentials, I'd probably just go to Vancouver for the buzz of it, and then just like go to local shows. Like if BFL had a card that weekend, I'd go to BFL. If there was some Muay Thai in North Van, I'd go there. But if I got media credentials for it, 100%, because I wouldn't have to pay for it. Hell yeah. And the thing is, Chris, like most of my friends back home, they make money. So they probably wouldn't, if they wanted to go with me, they'd probably be like, yo, we want these seats, which I just would be priced out of. So if I just went solo, maybe I'd just like pay the $550 and go to Rogers Arena and just for the vibe of it all. Someday I will go to a UFC event, but the regionals are just, the fights 9 times out of 10 deliver more because they're just more violent because they're regionals. The beer is cheaper. The tickets are cheaper. And I've never gone to BFL. I really want to go to BFL. All good, Amberly. All good. I'm trying to put it on my TV. So if I went, so to answer your question, if I went by myself, yes. If like a group of friends were going, I'd say no, because I'd let them just buy the tickets that they want to buy, and I'd go watch it at the Pint, just down the road. Shout out to the Pint, by the way, one of my favorite pubs in downtown Vancouver. What's cool about the Pint is it literally divides Gastown from like Hastings, and it's like a zombie freaking apocalyptic like force field. It's like they just don't cross the road. It's crazy. First time watching and using ACA and stream. Pretty impressed how it works. My phone is almost 4 years. Yeah, totally understandable. It's brutal expensive tickets have become lately. I lucked out with the UFC Edmonton getting tickets for $160 each. I would definitely like scavenge Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist for a cheap ticket for sure. And or like call into like the radio shows to try to like win some. But yeah. At one point it was. Now it's just grimy neighborhood downtown pub. Damn, Bibert with the ghost mask as he walks out. Other Vancouver tickets will be cheap. See, I think the cheapest is going to be $550. I think the cheapest is going to be $550, which is around $300 USD these days. No, almost. Alejandro just suspended for taking the wrestling. Did he actually? No way. How ACA? God damn. We wanted to see Guzzi back in the fall. All right. Damn. Oh, that's unfortunate. What the fuck, UFC? I thought USADA was not supposed to be a thing anymore. Just saying. You guys know my thoughts. Friend of mine or no friend of mine, you guys know my thoughts. I think every league should be like KSW and ACA, baby. You know what's even worse? Is freaking Peach Boy got pulled off the freaking Impact card as well. Peach Boy is not expected to come back until October. All right, fighters are being announced right now. I know. Which I don't even know why Hank hates the guy. Hank hates the guy because we support him in Minnesota. And that's how much of an egomaniac, crazy person he is. Why even bother living if no Peach Boy fights to watch, right? I was pretty sad when I found that out. That Peach Boy wasn't fighting. All right, guys. Round 1 coming up here. Barzola won. Yes, Barzola won. All right, here we go. Round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. Yes. C. Third round submission. 4 minutes and 42 seconds. I will say, though, Hank's crash out on Steve Asplin was the catalyst for me to actually find out if Hank was a real fighter. Because I was like, there's no way a not real fighter would speak this way about someone and to someone who actually does it. And then I found out Hank was a real fighter, so. Oh, 100%, dude. If anything, I got more respect for him. You guys know my thoughts on KSW and ACA. Russian gas and juice, baby. Let's go. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Unfortunate that he's suspended for a while now, because I wanted to see him back in October. Barzola's cooking in ACA. He got a guillotine submission in his debut, which is crazy. Nice left hand by Gordeev. Gordeev with a front kick. Gordeev's getting right into Tumenov's face. 342. Tumenov. Did you get that clip of Hank crashing out? Well, I mean, it was like a whole segment of a stream and in the comments of the stream. So like the comments of the stream are the crash out. And that's where my respect went from like pretty much to zero. Well, it went to about 0.5, and then what happened with Andrew B, now it's 0. 256, a low kick by Gordeev. Gordeev's looking pretty good so far. I mean, this is why the odds were, I shouldn't even say that. I was going to say the odds were closer than I thought. No, that was the last fight. That was the last fight. Or not the last fight, the fight before. The first fight on the main card. Tumenov looking for that right hand. Spinning heel kick by Gordeev. I will say Gordeev just getting in the face of Tumenov is not allowing Tumenov to find that snipe shot that he wants. Side kick by Gordeev. Tumenov walking forward. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Low kick by Tumenov. 216. He's just taking advantage of like just how nice and like Andrew is and how much Andrew like wants to support his friends, and Hank just taking advantage of him, steering him in certain directions, steering him to say things about certain guys, and it's just fucked up. It's like that's the only person who has blind respect for you, and you're gonna take advantage of them. Fuck that, dude. Disgusts me. Absolutely disgusting. 1 minute and 42 seconds. Damn, Timur Valiev lost. 134. It's just like Hank cares so much about YouTube drama. Again, this was a few weeks ago. I don't really even keep tabs on what the guy does anymore. This is a few weeks ago, but like that's like my respect well is dry when it comes to that guy after that. It's just like whatever little YouTube chat beef that Hank finds himself in. And he was trying to just get Andrew involved, and it's just like, dude, leave him alone, man. 1 minute on the clock. The guy in red is like buff, but he's very stiff. He is looking a little stiff, and he's the huge favorite, Amberley. 55 seconds. Left hand by Tumenov. So again, maybe he's smartened up in the last few weeks, but even like musical and shit, he probably has more patience towards Hank the Tank than most. He was even like, dude, fuck this guy. 24 seconds. Odilov or Silva, who do you got? I am leaning Odilov. But Leandro Silva still dangerous and has only 2 losses in his last 5 fights. Oh, nice job. Nice job by Tumenov. He hurt him. Tumenov hurt him. On his back is Gordeev. And that's going to do it for the first round. Slow first round, as was actually Gordeev who's the one getting all up in Tumenov's face. I honestly think that Gordeev probably snuck that first round out. But based on how Tumenov started to look at the end of the round, I think Tumenov will probably come out stronger in this second. No need to apologize. No need to apologize. Glad Aliakbari got the KO. Yeah, me too. Tajikistan. Or one, otherwise I would chill all day. All good striking, Ace. All good. Well, at least you'll be done work by the time PFL main card starts. Balaev is a grandpa. Forget about him. Even Pop Musical had enough of that worm, and it takes a lot. As bruv is a chill ass dude. Very similar to yeah, that's something. Dougie's awesome. I was gonna ask, who do you think won that fight? Which one? Oh, the next one coming up here, yeah. Murphy versus Bellator. Try again, dude. Try again. He's got a name. Try again. Try again. 10-9. I actually think Gordeev 10-9, but boo Kadyrov, boo. Yes, fuck Kadyrov. And his stream was even worse last week when they were, or last time when they were in Chechnya. Now that they're in Moscow, it's a little bit better. Did I just miss the finish because the fucking stream froze? Fuck off, dude. No way. Damn it! Damn it, Kadyrov! Fuck! They better show me the replay. The fight is over, ladies and gentlemen. Damn it! It literally froze. It literally froze. Yeah, fuck Kadyrov. Oh! Okay, hold on. No, Amir, the fight is over, apparently. Oh! Wait, it is just the end of round one? It looks like the fight is over here. No, he knocked him out. He knocked him down. Oh, wait, so he called an end to the fight. Wait, what the hell is going on? Literally, my stream, I thought, ended at the end of the first round, so I refreshed it, and this was the start of the second. Wow. Start of the second round, and they just fucking threw hands there. Insane, dude. What? I will say this. I finally saw the replay. So end of the first round, Gordeev did get hurt, and then he was on his back, got back up to his feet, it was over. My stream froze, so I refreshed it, and literally refreshed it, it comes back, caught up to freaking Tumenov celebrating a win. I just saw the replay right at the beginning of the second round. Right at the beginning of the second round, they started just throwing hands in the pocket, and Tumenov was able to crack Gordeev, knock him down, and Tumenov wins TKO. Wow. It must have been the start of round two because my stream froze at the end of the first round. Gordeev said, fuck this game plan bullshit. Either Pico gets the knockout or Murphy wins a decision. Well. Yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? Hey, I ain't giving them my money. As soon as they put a paywall, I ain't watching ACA anymore. Yeah, I didn't see it. I ain't claiming some moral high ground. I ain't Hank the Tank. I'm a piece of shit, gay, brown, scum of the earth, gum worth more than my life, brown, half American who loves watching fights. I think Pico will be like Patchy Mix. I don't think he's going to freeze out there. What is the next fight? We're going to get to it. Co-main event coming up next. That one was quick. It's crazy that Tumenov took out his opponent faster than friggin' Barzola took out the uncle. Yeah, I don't think Pico is going to freeze like Patchy Mix. Still watching equals supporting. I'm supporting the fighters then. There's my counter argument. Supporting Barzola. But again, I'm not trying to preach and be on some moral high ground. I'm a piece of shit, Idaho. I'm the scum of the earth. The chat has already made that very evident. I'm not white enough for MMA YouTube. Am I the one who didn't have a problem with the ACA stream? Patrick Mix sent my money flying. Yeah, I don't bet on fights. I've watched fights, not numbers. And those numbers are including the death tolls of fucking Kadyrov. But, fuck that guy. All right. Let's get to the next one. Oops, what the hell? Like a double link just opened up. Or a double screen of everything. Dan props to Pereira for beating Satayev. The fighters go to the military if they're not successful in the promotion. And a few have just been straight up shot in the face when they go against Kadyrov after their fight career, after wanting to leave the military. It is a fucked up wing of Russia, that Chechnya. Yes, that is me. I am the scum of the earth, Skatesman. But if I was white, all would be okay, right? All would be okay. Bibert Def deserves a UFC contract or a fight to give him. Yeah, dude, he is ready for a step up in competition. Because he's been taking out some pretty good opponents. That's 11 knockouts, 4 decisions, 9-2 in ACA, and he went 3-0 in ACB. And that is now a 5-fight win streak. Whiplash will beat... I think Whiplash would beat Mix, even if Mix came in, you know, looking like the Bellator Mix. Whiplash is... He's good, man. Former champion in KSW. Just turn your brightness up. No, we legit had some people in the chat who were annoyed. I'm not white enough for for MMA YouTube, so there's plenty of white MMA YouTubers out there, guys. So, as Bryce would say, what? Yeah, he's right, man. I'm a fucking piece of shit, scum of the earth, dirty skinned fucking human. For my Patchy will win. I don't know what happened last time, but he wasn't like what I saw at PFL. Like his last fight when it was like Bellator versus PFL or whatever, it wasn't the greatest. His last fight under that banner wasn't the greatest, but his UFC debut was horrendous. KSW versus Bellator in the UFC is very random but fun. Guess who's back? It's me. My bad, Bellator, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm a piece of shit, dude. I am a piece of shit. I'm not a real YouTuber. And honestly, there's way better channels that you guys can go and watch. There's a lot more white channels that you guys can go and watch. Hank the Tank being one of them. I hear his channel's on the rise. And by the way, Scout, all seriousness, shout to Skate. Fucking 15,000 views and rising on your stream. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, much better in Bellator, specifically Pedersen's thoughts. I think you gave your own conclusions for saying we don't want to watch you because you're brown, bro. I didn't say that. I just said not white. But dirty brown doesn't help. Scum of the earth. Oh, sorry, I'm plugging my iPad. I wouldn't watch me either. I'd be throwing tomatoes at my fucking screen. Fuck this dirty Indian piece of shit. All right, next fight, ladies and gentlemen. Hank's not on the rise. He's gained 60 subscribers since I left. How does that even work? I'm not sure. Like I said, my final straw was the shit with Andrew, and I'm like, fuck this guy, man. We were both in Big Red's chat, and he's like, look at this, Isha and Hank in Big Red's chat. We're all peaceful. I just didn't acknowledge a word he said the whole time. I was like, I'm here to hang out with Big Red, dude. Not you. Not you. All right, let's get to the next one, guys. Let's get to the next one. KSW should have allowed that soccer kick in the 4th Christmas fight. I know, dude. It is awesome that, like, even in that one KSW epic show, we've had so many epic finishes. This is the main card. We have 3 more fights, ladies and gentlemen. Or 2 more fights. 2 more fights, including this one. Like, seriously, how has he not gained at least 100? Oh, he's 100% botted, dude. 100% botted. I remember the day it happened, too. I remember the day it happened. And like a fool, I asked him, hey, man, I've been trying to build my hockey channel. We're going to be covering PFL live, but I will be watching LFA later. After PFL, I'm going to catch up on it, but they're on at the same time. How come all the commentary in Russian and the ref is speaking English, right? It's ass backwards. I played footy with a bunch of natives growing up, so you get the pass. They're the cool brown, though. We're the dirty piece of shit terrorist browns that should be shot on sight. 50, 300, 600 to 1,500 in a month. I love all my Canadian Indigenous homies. They're awesome. Really good fighters too, man. Really good fighters too. Speaking of scraps. First time ACA, never watched it. High level fights, good fighters, steroids are allowed. They have 5 judges around the cage, which is cool, but they really value grappling. So, like, they're not going to separate you for inactivity. Announcer, yes. What's up, Saludine? Pretty much my little Gregory on Honmoko. I like the walkout song. Of course, of course. All right, who do you guys got in this one? Let's do a quick little rundown. We got Leandro Silva, who's 22-7. Yeah, of course, they love the grappling. They love the grappling. If only they allowed open scoring, I would be okay with the grappling heavy style. 22-7 as a pro, 3-2 in his last 5, plus 200. 13 KO goes, 3 submissions, 6 decisions, 5-3 in ACA, 0-1 on Contender Series. I actually don't remember him on Contender Series. When was that? Must have been early. Yeah, back in 2018, he was on Dana White Contender Series. Since then, he's actually done pretty well. Pretty well. He fought in SFT, which is good, Shudo Brazil, and has just been in ACA. He's one of the few Brazilians to come over to ACA and not get absolutely murked. Now, he is losing, but losing to 7-2 guy, split decision, 10-3 unanimous decision. He hasn't been knocked out. He has not been knocked out since coming over to ACA, which is awesome to see. Looking at his opponent, Faridun Odilov, he is 18-3-2, 4-1 in his last 5, 10 KO TKOs, 4 submissions, 4 decisions. He's never lost a decision. He's been knocked out, and he's been submitted twice. 4-1 in ACA, 6-0 in Chin Woon Men. Oof, that is a can crusher league, ladies and gentlemen. And 3-0 in guerrilla fighting, which is honestly, I think, is a better league. He also lost to Ibragimov. Before them was on a hell of a streak. Fought in Eagle FC, which didn't fight the best guys in Eagle FC, but was the champion there. Yeah, this is what I say about Chin Woon Men, man. It's like Kunlun, it's like Wulin Fang. You might fight 1 or 2 good guys, but for the most part, lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov. No shame in that. And 15 and 8. I feel like I've seen this guy before. But anyways, and he was in WEF. So, man, 2022 didn't have any fights. Probably during the world sickness shit there. In his last five, he's gone 4-1. That's pretty damn good. I think Silva overall in his career has fought the better competition. But I think Odilov, less wear and tear, just as much power. Maybe not as well-rounded, but I don't know, just watching him fight versus Silva at this stage in their career, even though they're the same age, in fight years, he's a little bit younger, and I think he just is a little bit more dangerous. So I'm going with Odilov, locking it in. But this one could go either way. Silva is looking like he is on that fucking Russian gas and ready to kill a motherfucker. So there's that as well. Round 1 coming up. I'm sorry, I don't understand Russian, my man. I'm Irish with a German Jewish last name, so all the white supremacists of the North Americans think I'm good white with the ones in Europe hate my guts. That is, yeah, oh man. Oh. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got dope hair. Hey, he's fancy, speaks both languages. The problem is they sometimes just hug and do shit that makes the match boring. Exactly. I think as long as you're trying to get into a dominant position, as long as you're trying to take your opponent down in the clinch, landing some shots, I don't care if they're even foot stomps or shoulder stomps. And on the ground, if you're trying to pass guard, like, I'm okay with that. It's once you literally just stall that I have a problem with. Silva's good, but I got Odilov TKO round 2. And for those who are new to watching ACA, high ceiling, low floor. Either the fights are brutal and war and just steroid-infused KSW type fights, or they're one-way traffic, stalling, grappling fest. There's kind of never an in-between. I've ever been to Zabalos before. The whole town is just massive. No, I haven't. Where is it? Gasanov actually had a fight with Bikoyev, so that's pretty good. If there's a TKO, I'd say Silva, and if there's a sub, I'd say Faridun. All right, round 1, guys. Let's get it all. 30 seconds in, walking forward is Silva. Bro, Silva's looking more Russian than he is Brazilian these days. ACA's turning him into a Russian. Look at him. The Vegeta hairline, the big old Chimaev beard, on all the Russian gas he can consume. Nice right hand to the body. 4 minutes on the clock. Tajikistan versus Brazil in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nice kick to the body by Odilov. Oh, looking for the counter left and right was Odilov and Silva saying, what? Looking like the Brazilian Hamza, right? 342. Right hand by Odilov. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Fuck, I might have to switch to my laptop here. My iPad just can't handle this fucking stream. And I remember thinking that a while ago, that it just doesn't like this online player. For some reason, I watched it on my iPad anyways. 312. Oh, high kick, swing and a miss by Odilov. Low kick by Silva. Silva swinging and a miss with the 1-2. You saw a Chicago crowd as much as they were for Hamza yesterday. Never saw a crowd go like that since Connor, right? And not even for, and like, it's an American crowd. And they didn't even have an American fighter to cheer for in the main event. And they were going that crazy. That was pretty cool. Streaming not bugging on your end? Yeah. It's a free stream from Russia that's legal, but from Russia. So I'm not surprised every now and then that it freezes. Just my iPad has a harder time handling it. That's all. Glad you're here, by the way, Reaper. Miss hanging out with you. It sucks that your back's hurting. Hope you feel better this weekend, my man. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It's an opposite side of the island to Sayward. Oh, okay, about 1.5 away from Gold River. My dad worked there years ago for logging. So went there a couple times. Pretty dope, actually. I've definitely I've heard of it, and I've gone to Sayward, but I've never gone that far. I'll definitely I have to whip out the Backroads map book here and circle it. That's super cool. Yeah, Sayward's beautiful. And Sayward's you feel pretty excluded from the hustle bustle. So I can only imagine that it's even that it's even more chill. 133, still walking forward. Silva stuffing the takedown by Odilov. Silva looking for that left hook. I keep wanting to call Odilov Silva because Silva looks more like an Odilov. Silva, I don't know if his ear exploded, but he's bleeding from his left side. 1 minute and 11 seconds. Crowd is chanting here. Yo, what's up, Toxic? Good to see you. Good to see you. Just got through some One Friday fights. Now watching a little ACA before we break. And then, honestly, come back in a few hours for PFL. Overhand right by Odilov. Again, Silva doing a great job of keeping this on the feet. Silva's beard's giving him the plus takedown defense. 42 seconds. High kick. Swing and a miss by Silva. Silva, look for the 1-2 and takedown. Who does Silva think he is? I swear Silva's turned into a Russian. A Ruski just got the takedown in beautiful fashion. Back up to his feet is Odilov. Body lock here by Silva. Dude, Silva has turned into a Russian, ladies and gentlemen. And I said it in the most complimentary way. He's got the beard. He's got the Russian gas muscles. And now he can... Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. 10 seconds. God damn. Oh, Odilov swinging a miss. Oh, right hand by Silva. A left by Silva. He cracked Odilov at the end of the round. Some knees in the clinch. Silva is going to get one more takedown right at the bell. Bro. Silva looking amazing in that first round. Odilov had his moments, but Silva looked more off than Odilov. He got the Russian beard and the Brazil wrestling. And his hands are pretty good too. He landed some good shots there at the end. Props to Silva. Like I said in the breakdown, one of the few Brazilians to be thrown to the wolves of ACA Russian prospects and actually done pretty well. I watched PFL, not gonna lie, when you said how the fights are so 50-50, it's all mount wrestlers and shit. I'm good. But you know what's funny? It's like whole card. It's either the whole card is meh or the whole card is awesome. It's PFL light. It's PFL, or it's not a PFL, it's KSW light. Because when they go for it, they're like the PFL, or they're like, why do I keep saying PFL? They're like KSW savage fights. But in the mismatches, sometimes they just like to wrestle fuck. But it's enough for me to watch for sure. I would say I prefer it more than the PFL. But yeah, fuck Kadyrov. Yeah, it's not too shabby. 2-5 Cougars I've seen in my life. Wild in is it Zabalos or Zabalos? They got a massive river. They always see bears hunting for fish. It's very cool. I'd say 10-9 Silva. I think the same. Yo, what's up, Blum Dog? You're doing a gnome census, man? Wait, what? I would definitely go to smallest town like that to live in a motorhome with my cat. Me would probably be a dog, but yes. Maybe a dog and a cat. 414. I've owned both. I'm probably more of a dog person, but I don't mind cats. They can be good. They can be good roommates. Dogs are like your best friends, but cats can be good roommates. Some cats can be shit roommates, though. Little fuckers. 354. But all my cats have been outside cats. Oh! You're doing a name... yes. J-Rock and Trailer Park Boys counted my name. Science! You're doing a gnome when I'm... Sorry. It said gnome census. That's why I was like, gnome census. Gnome sane. It is started. It has started. It is 4 hours into the show. 3 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock in the second round, and Silva doing a good job picking apart the legs of Odilov. No, I'm saying. Yeah, so who says no, I'm saying more? Ricky Tercio, Brian Battle, or J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys? KGB agent in the chat, when you said fuck Kadyrov, I don't know how to spell. 312. Well, I'll say it again. Fuck Kadyrov. Nice takedown by Odilov. Fucking... I am a piece of shit, non-moral person who's addicted to fights, so I'm still going to watch ACA, but I'll say this. If it ever goes behind a paywall, I'm never giving that fucker my money. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Nice job by Odilov with the takedown on Silva. If he can't get the single or double leg, he's just going to use the body lock to drag him to the ground. Zabalas. Nice. I can't wait. I thought I've explored almost every nook and cranny on Vancouver Island or in the area. 225. Body lock still by Odilov. Odilov with knees to the body. Looking to try to drag Silva from the cage. Odilov bitching to the ref about something. Bro, you got nothing to bitch about. 207. More knees to the body. Silva, right knee planted, left foot planted. All those native towns are hard to pronounce. What's funny is like they're spelt out pretty plainly, but you just don't know like is the A and ah, or you know. I hate how he like ragdolls Hamza and all them to show power. If they don't let him, he kills their fam. Yeah, he's so fucked. Degen's pay? Straight up a ego fucking maniac Putin puppet dictator. More knees by Odilov as he continues to control the torso of Silva. Under a minute left, guys. Under a minute left. Fuck, I gotta switch to my laptop after this. My iPad just cannot handle. It's funny, I had no issues until like the last two fights. It's been getting so buggy to the point I'm literally refreshing every minute, ladies and gentlemen. Every minute I have to refresh the stream. 40 seconds. So I gotta switch over to my iPad. Or sorry, my laptop after this fight. Yes. I have been to Hot Springs Cove, yeah. I went there in like the dead of winter though and got super sick after. Probably just because there's too many people fucking chilling. French name stuff is harder for sure. I just get confused because like I learned French before English. Like how to read and write in French before I learned how to read and write in English. So like my brain goes to like the French rules when reading English sometimes. It's fucked. Odilov's in the top position still. Being on the East Coast where my Nana and Papa live. It's just all French signs and I hate it, right? And that's it for the first round. Or sorry, that's it for the second round. Going into round 3, 1-1 in my opinion. I had Silva winning the first round, stuffing takedowns, doing more damage. Round 2, Odilov got the takedown, was able to control and do more damage. 1-1 going into the third, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 going into the third. Where's my computer? 19-19 for me. Yep. I agree. We do have a title fight in the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Gasanov against Aryshev. Should be a fun one. I do think Gasanov will probably take it. Yeah, no problem. It's where most of the top Russian prospects come from. Most of them. But you know, there's a few Americans, there's a few Kazakhs. If you dabble in ACA, I mean, shoot, even the Young Eagles shows will have some decent fighters in there. But the thing is, they either fight like Habib's camp or they fight KSW style. It's one or the other. But they ain't testing for steroids in this league, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Battle title run at heavyweight starts now. Round 3. I don't know what it is. Okay, maybe the steroids, but still, I can get behind this. Yup. Used to be M1 Global. Oh, the mighty M1 Global, dude. M1 was so fucking awesome. Now some Chinese league bought just bought them out and uses their likeness to promote shows like WGK/M1 somewhere in Shanghai. It's called Miramichi, New Brunswick. Nice place, but don't care for the French. I love Canadian French. M1 Goat Bull. R.I.P. Love me some Spanish. Yeah, I love our Canadian brothers and sisters. They are the most unique and badass French. I would say that they're just up there with the fucking Cajuns. And the French look down on the fucking Quebecois, so fuck them. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Nate, yep, and he had an offer to be signed, I think by Bellator or another like pretty good regional league, and he said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna go prove myself in M1. I'm gonna go win the belt there and go right to the UFC." And he did just that. Getting the takedown, Odilov, 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Odilov now in the half guard of Silva. Odilov's with the control time. This isn't old M1. No. We're just saying that M1 used to be like the best MMA promotion in Russia. ACA is now arguably the best MMA promotion in Russia. RCC is still around though. People are great though. Maritime folks are different kind of nice and funny accents. Dude, Maritimes are the most unique Canadians out there. They're like their own little... Yeah, they're their own little rock and I love it. And he fucked up the Russian wrestlers too. Yeah, he did. They couldn't even rob him of decisions. He fucked them all up. It was an awesome run. I think he went like 5-1 and won the title, right? Or maybe like 5-0 or something. Like he had quite a few fights there. Yeah, no problem. And so ACA, it's kind of like when RFA and Legacy merged, but Akhmat bought/merged with ACB and it became ACA. Great job by Odilov. 2 minutes and 10 seconds in half guard doing damage on Silva. Cut him up next above his left eyebrow. Looked like Aryshev is pretty close to being signed to the UFC, but apparently the negotiations are going well or aren't going well. 154. More ground and pound here by Odilov. Silva looked good in the first round, but has just been outclassed here on the ground since round 2. Co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. We got one more fight after this. 133. Oh, more ground and pound by Odilov. $124. 1 minute and 15 seconds. Right hand, left hand by Odilov. Just ground and pound, dude. Ground and pound. Silva, his energy bar going down by the inch every second. 59 seconds remain. Again, big shout out to everybody joining us here. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to vote in the poll question, comment. Negotiations are going. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, and Odilov getting the crowd going. Sometimes I'm terrible at reading, so I just wanted to make sure. 31 seconds. Bleeding from the ear is Silva, and he's got a cut above his left eyebrow. 24 seconds. Can Silva find a Hail Mary submission from the bottom? Odilov postures up, lands some big shots. 15 seconds left. Odilov showboating here a little bit, saying, let's go to the crowd. Oh, big right elbow by Odilov. And even though Silva went straight Russian for this one, right? Came in at 190 pounds. Sad about the fires over there right now, especially in St. John's. Hopefully this rain continues for a while. Yes. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Man, there's some, like, I heard some couching had to be evacuated. And Port Alberni, too. These men scrapping. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. And Odilov should take this one. Silva won the first round. Odilov won the second. And the third awesome bout. That's why the jokes are the heavyweight title run for battle starts now. I don't know what that means. Started cheering, then took off and tried to KO his head into the crowd. 29-28, Faridun, all his control time and ground and pound definitely makes him win round 2 and round 3 for sure. And he didn't stall. Round 2, he stalled a little bit, but it was more just like trying to get him into position. Once he got Silva in the middle of the cage, it was good night, Jim Kite. I'll do the rain dance outside this bonger right now to Pop Smoke. Let's go. Rain dance. Let it rain. Along Came Polly. Unbelievable movie. Holy shit, I'm kind of concerned for him. So you're skipping the boxing card tomorrow night? Probably. I might be able to do it before UFC. It depends how long Octagon goes. Or if I sleep in through Octagon, I'll do boxing before UFC starts. Was that Fedor? I don't know, to be honest. He might be there. He wouldn't be at the Chechen show, I'll tell you that much. Because him and Kadyrov are not friends. He spoke out against Kadyrov, and Kadyrov, you know, threatened one of his daughters. So I know Fedor is not a fan of how ACAs run, but a lot of his fighters fight here. All judges gave Odilov the first. Don't agree with that. Don't agree with that. No, okay, so Fedor is one of Odilov's coaches. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Sun was like a fireball in the sky, though. Red as fuck. Like a baboon's cheeks. They double booked their Saudi prospect, so it'd be funny as fuck if he gets chinned. Oh my god. Rightful winner of the fight. Sucks that Silva didn't get credit for that first round, because he definitely won that first round. But good fight overall. Good display of mixed martial arts in that one. All right. I'm always excited to see Gasanov fight, man. And Aryshev, despite having 8 losses on his record, has been on an absolute run as of late. We'll get into it here in a moment. But yeah, Gasanov is always a fun fighter to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Chill, chill, chill. Oh, man. It's called a mind fuck. All right, main event coming up next. 5 rounds if needed, ladies and gentlemen. 5 rounds if needed. We got the challenger, Dmitriy Aryshev, who's 28-1 out of St. Petersburg. 16 knockouts, 2 submissions, 2 decisions. All 8 of his losses have come via decision. He's never been knocked out. He's never been submitted. He's fought in Fight Nights Global, where he went 7-3. And Hardcore MMA, where he went 6-0. He was the Nashe Dello champion, beating Shamil Ramazanov. This is actually a really fucking good win. He's very good. A 19-12 guy, 19-5 guy, and a 19-6 guy. So not the worst opponents. And he took on Ermekov twice. Not the best, not the worst. This is a very good win. Ziad's a very good win. Yeah, I was just going to say, Tagir Khabiev, he's good, man. He's good, but he fought him when he was only 2-0. I mean, if you look at his resume, man, he's fought some really good opponents. When he was 7-1, he fucking won a title against a 8-2 guy. He's really come into his own later in his career here, going 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, or 8, 10, 12 fight win streak. 12 fight win streak right now for Aryshev. And he's faced some really good opponents. But has he faced an opponent as good as Magomedrasul Gasanov? We've seen some Magomedovs, but Magomedrasul, ladies and gentlemen, he's the huge favorite. ACA is fucking crazy odds, man. He's out of Dagestan, 21-2, 5-0 in his last 5 fights. 6 KO TKOs, 1 submission, 14 decisions. His only 2 losses have been via decision. 10-0 in ACA, 3-0 in ACB. He's defended his title 4 freaking times, ladies and gentlemen. 4 freaking times. And before ACA and ACB merged, he actually fought in Berkut Young Eagles, where he won the title there as well. What a career. What a fucking career, man. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, in the Lash Pride and Road to M1 and Fight Nights Globe, he didn't fight the best guys. He was on his rise. As soon as he came into his own, though. 8-2 fights an 8-2 guy. 8-0, 7-1, 6-1, 13-5, 14-2, 20-7. Like, especially during his ACA reign, he's fought legit guys. 15-1, 12-2, 14-1, 16-4, 15-2. My God, ladies and gentlemen. Gasanov's about to take another head, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Didn't he kidnap Fedor's daughter? I'm pretty sure I saw that on the video before the whole situation. Yeah, it was pretty fucked up, dude. It was pretty fucked up. The Steve Collins on LFA got canceled because his opponent wanted to do his best Brian Battle impression. How much did he miss by? All right, I'm at my house. My feet are kicked up, and I'm ready to get my fight weekend started. He might not be Magomedrasul Frodo, but I got him decision. I guess he's a hugger. No, I mean, dude, not just because they're Russians, they're huggers. I'm back. Oop, there he is. Speak the devil. Gasanov's a monster. I say he'll win. Welcome back. Welcome back. I would say both of these guys are pretty well-rounded. I would say at worst, their striking is kind of on par, and one of them tries to initiate the grappling, and we see more of that in this one, but I could honestly see Gasanov finishing Aryshev. So like 90% decisions. Does that, yeah, but so a decision means a hug fest? Dude, there's a lot of 90% decision fighters in KSW too who go on fucking sick win streaks of absolute wars back and forth. From 500 to have 12 more wins than losses is insane. Gasanov is kind of a boring, to be fair, but he is a very good. I love watching Gasanov fight, man. Absolute, like, because all these guys he's fought have come in tearing shit up, and they just cannot beat him. With his name, I'm just guessing. Had to do a little running around Amberley before I could really relax and enjoy the fights. Having, said all that, this one could this one could be boring, especially since it's 5 rounds. The first 2 rounds might be a little slow, but I think Gasanov is going to completely nullify everything that Aryshev throws at him. Now, Aryshev, how tall is he again? He's only 5'11". Okay, I thought he was around 6 feet as well. We'll see if Aryshev can pick him apart on the outside, but if Aryshev is the one who decides to go for the takedown, he's literally jumping in sinking sand. No, it's on ACA's website. Always free on ACA's website. Always free on ACA's website. Here you go. Sometimes I sniff crotch. Sometimes I lay and pray. But hey, as long as I get the win, because we all know it'll get me closer to Trump's nuts. Someone called 911. Shawty fire opponent on the dance floor. A Russian fighter I saw is Idris Abdurashitov, 5-0. I saw him at JCK, and this guy reminded me of Zabit. Volatile. And then when the guy tried to take down, he subbed him with a guillotine. Idris Abdurshitov. All right, I'll remember him. You know what's crazy? Zabit's younger brother fights very similar to Zabit. I would say a little bit more of a wrestling heavy style, but very similar to Zabit. And we haven't seen him in a while, man. Like, what has happened to Mini Zabit? Did ACA sign him? I understand that I'm kind of upset because I, for once, have plans tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, Toxic. Yeah. I mean, for me, ACA delivers more often than not. The Young Eagles shows are the ones that are a little bit more like, because those are like 2-0 guys going up against each other. Either crazy, it's very much like regional, very like crazy ass knockouts or sloppy 3-round meh fights. I would say like the high ceiling, low floor is true, but it's mostly for the entire card, which is crazy. Like, I've never watched an ACA card and been like, it was an okay card. It was either this wasn't good or like it's all good or like most of it's good. What makes it tough too, some of their fight cards are like 23 fights long. So it's like you could go on a stretch of like 6 good fights and then 5 bad fights, right? Like I said, he's very good. He's beaten everyone in ACA. I'm going to most likely miss the fights tomorrow. That dude and his mom are going to jail for a long time for fraud and a bunch of stuff. Somebody called 911, I guess. He was in Bellator. Gasanov? I don't think so, no. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Zabit's little brother. Yes, he was. Probably being, that's what I think. I think the PFL is holding him hostage. Yeah, he is. His last fight was like 2 years ago in here, let me see. The last fight I remember watching, Kasin Magomedrasul. Let's see, when was his last fight? Yeah, his last fight was at Bellator Challenger Series. June of... Okay. So I guess he did fight last year. He fought last year. So before then, he fought in 2023. In 2023, that was the last fight I remember watching him in. I don't remember at the championship series. Actually, I do remember. This was Bellator's like last show, but it was under PFL's banner. He beat Tyler Matheson. That's right, unanimous decision. So before then was 2023. He was active in 2022 and 2023, but yeah. He was supposed to fight in January against Nathan Kelly, but that was canceled, and he hasn't been booked for a fight since. Idris once did a boxing fight and got disqualified because he knocked the guy out, but by a head kick. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now. Almost dies last shish. Then 10 minutes later, all right, time for my 75th joint. Gasanov's top 5 material in the UFC. Oh, and the UFC style is perfect for him. No soccer kicks, no knees to grounded opponents. And 6 KO TKOs, 14 decisions. Absolutely mauls guys. But I don't know. What I like about Gasanov is at least he'll, in my opinion, and this is most of the fights I've seen, like, not a staller, right? Goes for the ground and pound, goes for the straight armbar, attempts to get into full mount. I don't think he's ever gotten a straight armbar finish. But he'll attack that straight arm and then whoop, suddenly he's in mount or suddenly he's in half guard. And I just like how active he is. In the clinch, I don't really remember if he throws a lot in the clinch, though. Anyways, like the striking ace pointed out, though, going from being 8-7 to undefeated is unbelievable. Or just on an unbeaten streak this long is unbelievable. So cool story and definitely worthy of the title shot. You saw Sus was on the press conference. Is that just Dana Glaze? Who was on the press conference? The winner in Dana White Contender Series. I think it was just Dana Glaze, and he's going up against was it Tom Nolan? Is that the name of his opponent? In fairness, Dana glazed them both. But yeah, I think it's because his name is still actively in like social media searches, and yeah, I think and he's pulling a Chimaev, another Chechen guy pulling a Chimaev, taking a fight on 4 days' notice, then taking another fight same week of. I think Dana's just salivating. Eric Nolan, got you. Tom Nolan he's another fighter, is he not? Yeah, big train Tom Nolan. Right, he's a UFC fighter who beat Borshev in his last fight. You know what's cool? Seeing Ben Askren talking a bit of trash again on Twitter. It was cool. I saw him, lifting some weights, trying to get some of his strength back. I mean, if anyone's gonna, I'll say he already beat it, but beat this and come back to in a level where he can at least still coach wrestling. Fuck, man, that would be amazing. Aussie lightweight, chinny as fuck, but good. Dana loved that kid. Yeah, we had Cisnando's fight against Donchenko. That was canceled and moved to September. I think September 13th. Brian Battle. I mean, I'm disappointed in my boy Battle, man. Now he has no excuse not to come on the channel. He agreed. We talked every now and then. We'll talk in the DMs. It's like, I'll send a message. It'll take 2 months for him to reply. But we've had like the same conversation going for about a year now. And I want him to come on the channel and talk about heavyweight women's MMA because he had the absolute pleasure and honor to do some play-by-play for BT3 heavyweight women's MMA, where the Mack truck herself got a sick TKO. And I wanted to make a video about female heavyweight mixed martial arts and who else to be on it and feature than the man who actually did play-by-play for BT3. Sparringly, every now and then he'll reply. But I've been trying to even just get a time for him to sit down and give me like 5 minutes of his time. Gabby Garcia would just win. I think the Mack truck would give Gabby Garcia a run for her money. Mack truck is... I don't even think she's fought pro. I think she's like 3-2 as an amateur. She's my favorite heavyweight female fighter. Gabby's striking was always sus, man. And the Mack truck, oof. The Mack truck doesn't even, like... The Mack truck's ankles are so big, you can't even submit her. They don't even fit under the shoulder. Let's see if I can find some Mack truck. Oh, my God. Oh, B2F. Mackenzie Brooks. That's her actual name. Here's Brian Battle's commentary. But I'm obsessed with heavyweight female MMA. And like I said, I didn't even know there was any female heavyweights except for Gabby. Dude, there's a Southern League in the United States that they don't judge. If you want to come in at 260 as a female mixed martial artist, they will allow you to do so. And they're fucking... I'll say this. Some are hilarious, but some are actually awesome fights. And Dan Hooker is actually hosting... Because you know Dan Hooker has his backyard brawl fucking gym fights now. He's allowing heavyweight women to also fight in his backyard fights. And those fights are fucking awesome. Because those chicks are actually like somewhat trained. It's about time. And they're more light heavyweights, I'll say. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. By the way, if anyone wants to watch this, it is free on the ACA website. Last fight on the card. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. This announcer is better than Joe Martinez. This announcer is really good. I like Joe Martinez, though. I remember Joe Martinez starting off fucking Strike Force days, man. He's just very predictable and not in the like brand that Bruce Buffer is. But I like Joe Martinez. He's the perfect, like, he'll never be the star, but he's the perfect, like, second guy, second banana. But this announcer is awesome. That's it. Solid and reliable. Except for that one where he lost his voice. Do you remember? I think it was like Road to UFC. Yeah. Where like you don't have to cut weight there. They got buckets of KFC for you to make heavyweight. I think he's more fit for boxing, and Bruce is just way better, so he's kind of in his shot. Yeah, I think that's going to be with everybody, with Bruce. But I feel like I defend Joe Martinez more than most in the community. It's kind of like how I defend John Gooden. I think John Gooden is one of the, except fucking, I like John Gooden as an announcer a lot more than most of the UFC guys. Like Joe too, did a lot of boxing too. Yeah, I do like how you said he definitely fits the boxing vibe. And I think he did Pro Box TV stuff as well. Without Alabama, there'd be no UFC. We helped the UFC in a bunch in the early days. Yo, Denver, Colorado, and Alabama definitely helped the UFC in their early days because there weren't many places that sanctioned those fights. So Jackson looks pissed. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Main event. He just did a boxing card 2 weeks ago. Nice. "32 years of age for Aryshev. 30 years of age for the champion." As long as I can remember. Like my whole life, my family has been watching combat sports. And I remember around like 5 or 6 years old, my dad used to wake me up in the middle of the night to watch the Japanese shows and late UFC cards. Shuto, Inoki Bombaye, Pride FC. So my whole life, dude. And I've literally grown up with UFC. UFC launched in 1993. I was born in 1993. Going for the takedown right away is Gasanov. 4:32 seconds. Are you off work already today, Toxic? I think PFL will probably... I think PFL is going to be a solid like 7 out of 10 card. That's my bar. I think 70% of the fights, whether they're finishes or go the distance, will be fun. And there'll be like 3 or 4 meh fights. You just got home. Nice. I would say if you do want to catch up or watch... I would catch up on one championship versus... ACA. Again, I only watched the main card of ACA, and for the most part, it's delivered. Oh, slam takedown by Gasanov. But the one championship, as you know, always delivers, and there were some really good fights this morning. Even some, like, just skip the MMA ones. The MMA ones weren't good. Last week's MMA ones were good, but pretty much all the kickboxing and Muay Thai fights delivered. I watched UFC pay-per-view live in my friend's parents' house basement when I was in the 11th grade. The first one, 324, back up to his feet, is Aryshev. Aryshev still defending the takedown. I'm going Aryshev to win this. I don't know. His winning streak is almost as long and impressive as Gasanov's. It is, but Gasanov has fought better fighters. Fuck, I keep saying I'm going to switch to my laptop, and then I never did. Clinch work here by Gasanov. I'll see. Yeah, I'll just say, if you're going to spend some time before PFL watching fights, the one, I suggest the one card. 242. We'll go over some of the highlights on this card, though, at the end of this fight. Composto's already shared a bunch of them, so we'll go over a lot of them together. 230. Knees in the clinch. Good job by Aryshev defending here, but he's just going to get more tired and tired. 218. Aryshev now pushing Gasanov up against the cage. And they separate. Nice job stuffing the takedown. Aryshev with a right hand on Gasanov. Another right hand by Aryshev. Insane takedown defense. After you convinced me to get Fight Pass, I've been watching back Pride fights, and they're really good. And normally I don't get the same feeling if it's not live, but I did there. That's so awesome, dude. I get the same feeling watching the old Pride fights. And same when I watch like early Ryzen fights as well. Obviously, those aren't on Fight Pass, but that's so cool. You're like actually getting your money's worth and watching some of the old fights. That gets me super stoked. Chewy's fought better fighters. Aryshev has had some decent wins in a streak. Ermekov twice. That 15-0 dude, Shamil Ramazanov. Oh, 100%. And look, I'm not saying he's a bad fighter here at all. And he very well could win this one. I'm picking Gasanov, though, because I think just Gasanov will smother him as the rounds go on. But for this first round, Aryshev doing a great job. And when they split, he is outstriking them. I remember also staying up all night to watch Pride. We would all gather at someone's computer. He did. He lost in the first round. Like, he lost the first round, but came back strong in the second and third with some great ground and pound. 57 seconds. Gasanov having a tough time early taking Aryshev to the ground here. Again, had 2 good takedowns in the beginning of the round, but now we're at the end of round 1, and Aryshev so far has kind of found the counter here. Won't allow Gasanov to rip him to the ground with the body lock. 33 seconds. Aryshev with the right elbow. Gasanov with some right hands. $15 seconds. Oh, big right hands by Gasanov. Another right hand by Gasanov. Gasanov some big knees as well here. I think he just... Did he cut Aryshev with the right? Oh, more! Oh my God! Gasanov is a big shot. It's a knee by Gasanov. Aryshev swings, misses, counter right, and that is it for the first round. Well, my question was answered. Definitely not boring in the clinch. Gasanov will hold his opponent up against the cage and land fucking bombs. It's probably EPO, but their cardio was insane to survive that 10-minute round and go to decision, right? You know what's funny, though, is a lot of them took more anabolics than they did EPO, even though the first round was 10 minutes. That's what's crazy. Just different era, different mindset. Yeah, I know, dude. Gasanov with the first round. He ain't Andreas Gas, though. You should show my DVD collection. I got all the Pride events, even Bushido and the Grand Prix. I even got Brazil, Mecha Valley Tudo. Brazil, Valley Tudo, Cage Rage. Dude, Cage Rage. Those are some sick fucking cards. UK, so many other Rumble on the Rock. Those are some great... Dude, I bet you got some Rumble on the Rock on fucking VHS. 10-9 Gasanov. A good first round. Dude, Rumble on the Rock was so much fun to watch. There's a lot of their events still on YouTube, which is pretty cool. All right, round 2, guys. And surprise, surprise, Gasanov goes right for the takedown. Single leg, gets it. He's had more success with the single and double legs than he has with just the body lock. Looking to try to get into half guard. Actually, still kind of in half guard. Looking to try to get to side control, but giving up his back right now is Aryshev. Oh, and Gasanov doesn't even get the hook and just pushing Aryshev up against the cage and just landing some ground and pound. And this is what I remember about Gasanov is he will take you down, he will control you, but he'll land shots, man. Rumble on the Rock sounds a lot like Rock on the Range. The Hawaiian promotion, Rumble on the Rock. Outside. My PFL parlay, I have Rabadonov, Bishop, Wetzel, Shakalova, Diggs, Kavalov, Watley. What you think? I like Shakalova, Rabadonov, Kavalov, Wetzel. Bishop's, I don't know about Bishop. Watley's probably going to win. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Chocolate came down to fight Pele, Landy, Bare Knuckle Valley Tudo. Was crazy in the late 90s. I have it on VHS. Dude, you got to do like a watch party, just like watching some of those old fight tapes. 321 and right back up to the few is Aryshev and dragged back down by Gasanov. And Gasanov's making him, punishing him with some big shots. But how can he make weight for middleweight? Bro should just go to heavyweight. Or light, back to light heavyweight. Vanderlei was a champ of that as well. Oh, man. Trying to reverse with Aryshev, and Gasanov just big brothers him, throws him back down to the ground. Right hooking and just landing more and more shots. Like, you get smothered by Gasanov, but you also get your ass beat as he lands punch after punch, knee after knee. And cut open is Aryshev. Gasanov not even looking for the rear naked choke here as he has back control. He's just landing big shots. He's looking for the TKO ground and pound. 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Oh, more shots by Gasanov. He looks like Rizvan. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. He does, actually. Yeah, this dude lays down the hammer. He's the Russian Matt Hamill, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I will say, Gasanov going back to the body lock takedown. He hasn't had the greatest success with the body lock takedowns, but the more Aryshev gets tired and the more damage Aryshev takes. Nicer right hand by Gasanov. Aryshev covering up here. Gasanov's had more success with the single legs, but right now he doesn't even really need to take Aryshev down. He's just kind of dragging him down, controlling his neck. He's hitting the back of the head a lot. On the ground, I haven't noticed. I mean, maybe a few shots that hit as Aryshev was scrambling, but I didn't see any clear stationary Aryshev shots to the back of the head. Bishop is almost same age as Carmouche. Carmouche is doing MMA since I think Carmouche takes the win. Yeah, I mean, Carmouche has honestly just looked better. Oh! Shots are being covered up. Okay, there is the most blatant back of the head shot that I saw so far. Covering up right now is Aryshev. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Aryshev. Knees planted, covering up, moving a little bit, but then just not even trying to get out of it. And it is all over. It is all over. Another win for Gasanov. Oh my goodness. Imagine how shitty it feels to lose in a title fight. But not only that, for your 16, was it 16? How many fights was this again? Sorry, not 16. For your 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 fight win streak to be snapped. You got to feel for the man, but there's just levels to this. There's just levels to this. And if you're going to fight that style, that drag you into deep water, honestly, that Khabib style, you got to go full Khabib and not just settle for positions, try for chokes. You got to beat the shit out of your opponent, and Gasanov did just that. Look at the face of Aryshev. Crazy. Crazy. If the UFC actually didn't test for steroids, then, like, sign him up. But I imagine he'd look a little bit more doughy coming into the UFC. The brother style, as Lucas Glazy says, the brother style. Hey, I love it when you actually work to get into dominant positions. I like it when you work to get into dominant positions to even go for submissions. This guy said, fuck the submissions. I'm just going to beat the piss out of you. And my favorite example of that was he just pushed the body into the cage, and instead of getting that arm around the neck and right hooking, he got the right knee against the inside leg, pinned him up against the cage, and just landed left hands to his face. I love watching Gasanov fight, man. 5th title defense in ACA. It's not easy to do, especially against a guy who, again, look at this fucking run he was on. Unbelievable. Now I sound like the Glazy. And Magomedrasul Gasanov. One of them was injured. I don't know who. Yesterday they didn't announce who was injured, but one of them was injured and had to pull out. You know what sucks? I miss the old, like, tough fight nights where they bring back a lot of the fighters to fight each other who didn't fight on the show. They just bring back some just, like, newer signees to the UFC. And then, like, remember, I'm pretty sure, like, the fights were, like, Diego Sanchez versus I want to say that the fight night finale was like Diego Sanchez versus Parisian on one of them. Or maybe that one was the Clay Guida fight. I forget. I'd rather be dominated and hugged for 30-27 L than be choked out or knocked out personally. Fuck CTE. Give me the L if you can do it without affecting my lungs. See, I argue that actually getting your ass beat punch after punch after punch in mount or guard or whatever is worse than getting knocked out. I would rather get straight knocked out than take 5 rounds worth of damage. They had a few of them. I loved those tough fight nights. Hey, see you later, Dorian. I get what you're saying, but my whole argument for why, remember we talked about this last time, for why soccer kicks, superior rule set stuff is actually, in my opinion, not more dangerous, is it ends the fight quicker, which could be brutal, don't get me wrong, and the injury could outweigh the long-term effect, but I just see handicapping the sport as being more of the boxing direction in a cumulative damage. Yeah, Guida and Luigi. Yes, that was a sick fight. So you get CT'd. Bro, you're still alive. Holy, just got home from the dispo after work. They blessed me with a half G of Rosen for my birthday. Yo, happy birthday, Void, mate. So dope. It's some black amber, very unique taste. So my buddy hooked me up with some, he calls it gelato acai. Bro, it tastes like you're eating an acai bowl. Oh, for sure. And I'm not going to concede that in every time it is or isn't, but where I am on the fence is definitely, I'll take the one knockout and that concussion versus a concussion plus more fucking blows to the head. But I love how we can be civil with our point of view, because some people just think I'm fucked in the head for it. Boxing is way more dangerous than soccer kicks and stomps because you get basically knocked out and then you get up 8 count and keep doing that until you're fully out cold. And that's why some of these fucking Japanese kids are dying, man. Literally 2 years ago, we watched a fight, one of the best boxing fights I've ever seen because it was so brutal. They were getting knocked down left, right, and center multiple times in each round, like 2 times each in like almost all the rounds. And this 19-year-old kid, man, he started shaking as he left the ring. And I had my friend Big Red on stream. And he was like, fuck, man, I've seen the same song and dance before. I hope he's okay. Went right to the hospital, right into a coma. 2 weeks later, died. We literally were commenting the fight. It was like, I felt sick to my stomach for like a few weeks streaming after that because it was just like, it was just so sad. There's no other way to put it. It was just fucking sad. And yeah, boxing's brutal, man. Bro, I've had jet fuel gelato acai before. I love that one. Champagne supernova vibes. And thanks for the B-Day wishes. I remember that. Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm interested in your side of the rule set and I agree for the most part. But the circumstances, risk professionally is what separates UFC from other promotions. And I'll agree on that. I just like the more savage brand. Like, I could watch King of the Streets and salivate, not go, ooh, even though every now and then it's pretty fucking tough to watch when they're on concrete, right? And like a head hits, that's sometimes hard to watch, but like the pure violence of it, I'm getting excited just thinking about it right now. But who said it best? Isha, you watch freaking Koreans fighting freaking bare knuckle fights in shipping containers, and I say yes. Didn't they take out the 3 knockdown rule? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's still in place, but I'm not I know in kickboxing under the WBC for kickboxing, it's still 3 knockdowns. I have no idea when it comes to the IBJ and how they do things over there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap up here, you guys want to watch some highlights from today's show? I can't show any from one championship. I'm sorry, Shatri. He didn't give me the MMA Guru invite. He didn't send me a care package like Jay. Though one championship's admin has hung out in our chat before. for some reason, they always just strike the channel whenever we react or show any of their stuff. By the way, shout out to Brian Stan back doing work with the UFC. Absolutely love Brian Stan. What a fucking beauty. I hope he comes back to do some commentary, man. All right. Let's see what we got today, guys. Let's see what we got today. I'm literally just scrolling down so I can share with you guys every single... Oh, there's some Wu and Fang this morning as well. You guys just want to react to a bunch of highlights here? Let's do it. Let's do it. Darren Till, train hard. Don't care. I don't care. I got some kids in Brazil. I do not care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with this first one here. Shout out to everybody who hung out with us and watched ACA and won championship this morning. I started ACA a little bit later in the day, so let's react to some of their highlights here. This is right in the beginning. Oh! This is the Peruvian guy, right? Oh my God. What a knockout. What a knockout. A horrible father. Not the best person, from what I've heard. But likes to have a good time. Oh! Insane. A couple of shots in the back of the head there as well. On the way down. That was a beautiful, beautiful finish. All right, let's get to the next one here. Hold on, let's make this full screen. Oh, right on the temple. He was flatlined for a moment. Good job by the ref. Good job by the ref. Herzog would have let that go too long. Herzog's not allowed back at ACA anymore. Okay, this is from Wu Lin. Wait. Lin Fang. Yeah, this is from Wu Lin Fang. Which again, I like JCK more, but Wu Lin Fang, it's alright. There's a lot of cans. Yeah, how many kids does he have? He has like $5 in different countries and doesn't seem... What a dick. I like the celebration. Tried to dent his skull in. Damn! I heard he had like a few. I knew there was one in Brazil that he didn't talk to, but he's got a... Yeah, that's shitty, man. I like the size of Wu Lin Fang's, I should say octagon cage. Pretty big. Oh, nasty. Nasty. All right, we have a spinning heel. I swear in China, they love their spinning heel kicks, man. Every JCK card has one. And on this Wu Lin Fang, they got one as well.
他的拳确实是快，而且力量感也好。
Nice. Not gonna lie. Oh! Let's go. Oh my God. You guys just murked the creator of that spinning heel kick. Holy shit. Are they going to show a replay? Oh, perfect. Didn't knock him out cold. As his head got, I mean, his neck's probably going to hurt. He didn't hit the canvas. Nice. Fucking love watching highlights with you guys. All right. Okay, this is Amir Aliakbari, former one championship heavyweight and former title challenger. Beat Bular because Bular got disqualified for timidity. Kind of a shitty way to win, but anyways. Sucks he couldn't beat fucking Ketchup. Crucifix. Aliakbari, by the way, not looking super chunky here. Probably on the Russian gas as well. Crucifix by Aliakbari. Oh, man. That was the best KO championship fights, but looking like he's back in better shape there. I am doing PFL. Yes, I am doing PFL. All right, what else do we got? All right, so yeah, Marat Balaev is 49 years old. And honestly, he went to the freaking third round with Barzola. So you got to give him credit. Barzola eventually finished him. But you got to give him credit. He's 49 years old and actually like looked good in the first round. Second, started to get his ass kicked. And yeah, third, Barzola just took over, man. Took over, beat him up all third round, and was able to finish him here at the end. With only 10 seconds left. Oh! Oh, wait. No, he does finish him, though. He does finish him. This isn't even the end of the fight. That was the end of the second round, I think, right? That was the end of the first round. Sorry, my bad. That was the end of the first round. I thought that was the finish. My bad, guys. I thought that was the finish. Doohoo Choi versus Nate type of fight. Dude, that was such a sick fight. But Nate the Train, not as much of an unk. There's that one rising guy who's like 48 and got the win. Yes, so he beat Sakuraba's son. So Sakuraba beat Uchiyaki, who's a very good opponent. Like, solid opponent. Like, not UFC level, but could go to Road FC and some other promotion on the Asian scene and actually probably win. And he knocked out Yachi. Nakamura, who fought 4 weeks before, I think he's like 46, 48, lost a 3-round decision in a tournament fight, got soccer kicked twice in that loss, and got stomped, didn't get TKO'd, survived until the bell, and ended up finishing Sakuraba's son, which was unbelievable. Unbelievable. He is the king of the unks, man. He's just the king of the unks. That was hilarious. Saw his legs kicking. Valentina's favorite position. The crucifix. Okay, here's the rear naked choke. Here's the rear naked choke. I love watching. I mean, Barzola, we say anybody over 35 is certified unk status. Barzola just turned 36. This is the battle of the unks, but it's like uncle versus grandpa in this one. I was watching that card live. I think it was my first Rising card, and I missed that KO. Oh, no. Love Nakamura, though, man. Like I said, 4 weeks earlier, he got stomped, kicked in the face twice in the third round of a tournament fight that he lost, and then came back 4 weeks later and beat Sakuraba's son. Insane. That's not, like the Japanese, man, especially the unks, they're just built different. They're just built different. All right, this is a fun one as well, guys. So we watched this one together. Pavel Gordeev, again, I think got the better of Tumenov in the first round, narrowly, but Tumenov came in the second round and just said war. Just said a war. Started the second round here. Oh my God, and just fucking went for it. Look at this shit. Gordeev said, let's go. And Tumenov said, I'm going, brother. I'm going. Oh, you see his head. It almost popped off. Oh my God. Good job by the ref there. Holy shit. He chose violence, ladies and gentlemen. He chose fucking violence. And I think that's the last one. That's the last one worth noting, ladies and gentlemen. That's the last one worth noting. That's the card with the Aussie bare knuckle girl who flashed her boobs. All right. No. Oh, no. The one where he beat Yachi. I think it was. Yes, I think it was. That was not this last New Year's. No, that was a whole year ago. Or am I getting them mixed up? No, you're right. God, I'm getting my New Year's Eve shows mixed up. You're right. Nakamura beat him on the most recent New Year's show or the Takamatsuri show. I forget which one, but it was a 2025 show in which Nakamura beat Sakuraba-san, but Sakuraba knocked out Yachi on that card. I missed the BKFC Ryzen collaboration. I mean, Ryzen held their end of the bargain. Yet BKFC kind of just fucked them over. Did zero promotion with them, other than Feldman coked out of his mind, jumping on a interview with Era Hawani and Saki Kabara. I think he just wanted to be on screen with the legend himself, Saki Kabara. Didn't do anything else to promote it. And the fights delivered, man. Dodson had a really good fight. Yeah, the Aussie chick, just like the nose, man. Oh my God. Fucking destroyed. So yeah, it's unfortunate because the Japanese like blood. After a long time, how are you? I'm doing good, Kiki. How are you? It's been a while. Whatever card that was my first Rising card. I remember because they showed the highlight of her flash in the crowd, and I had to see the highlight of that. We were all like, because it's illegal to show your tits in public in Japan. I think it's also illegal in the United States, but it's like really illegal in Japan. They don't like that shit. So we were all like betting on, is she going to show her tits? Is she going to show her tits? Yeah, I missed the bare knuckle Japanese collaboration fights, guys. All right, speaking of fights, we have more fights later today, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. We have PFL World Tournament at 6:30 Eastern. 6:30 Eastern is when the preliminary card starts. We will see you then. Tomorrow morning, we're either going to do boxing for our boy Toxic or Octagon 77. One of the two. Then we got UFC and then real MMA. God, I've been waiting 2 months for this goddamn show. Deep is back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going balls deep in deep. 4 title fights. One of them being a tournament finale. All superior rule set. I can't fucking wait. And then all day Sunday, we're going to do Fury FC, prelims, and main card. So a lot of fights this weekend. I'll see you all for PFL. Thank you all who joined us for One Championship. Thank you all who joined us for ACA. Sorry, I was grumpy in the morning. We're good now. Time to get some work done, and then we will be back for PFL, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I could watch you, but I don't want to kill my sleep. Fair enough, Toxic. Fair enough. Yo, Kiki, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 20, I think it's Indian rubles. Thank you so much, Kiki, for the donation. Appreciate you. It's been so long. Thank you so much for joining again. Kiki hasn't joined this channel for like a year and drops a dono right off the bat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who donated. What a treat indeed. We'll see you guys in a few hours for PFL. Smash that like button and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Yeah.